Hey everyone, J-Ro here, back with another Final Fantasy 7 Ever Crisis video, and today I'm bringing you a no-limited weapon clear for the Battle Tower Singularity, the Vortex Tower, the 4th Clash, Brutal Basement Level 3 against the Blighted Spirit. Alright, so before we get into it, if you could please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can be notified when I post new videos. Alright, so the Blighted Spirit, it is weak against nothing, resistance to nothing. Recommended sigils are X sigil, there are no damaged sigils. It is immune to poison, darkness, silent stun, fatigue, and fog, meaning we can bring physical and magic attack down and physical and magical defense down. Uses many powerful physical and magic attacks. P attack changes based on the amount of the 4th gauge curse chant is filled. The gauge can be depleted with damage. Inflicts poison, sedate, enfeeble, physical defense down, magic defense down on all enemies with chaos mist. Alright, so those are the things to look out for with this boss. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the battle info and look at the battle effects. So ally fire potency is up by 100%. The enemy weakness damage taken is 50% more damage. And then allies magic attack is negative 20%. So they're basically saying they want us to use a physical fire team to take down this enemy. Now, considering I'm using my no limited weapons here, I'm going to be going with a team of Yuffie and Jill in Red 13. But this stage for a very easy clear, if you did just so happen to pull for the Dragon Quest TAC, you could go with the team I have right here. Lucia, Zack, and Matt, or a combination of this. Mainly Zack, because Zack's new fire DPS weapon does give the elemental weakness of fire, meaning then you'll be able to get more damage out of this than I'm going to be able to do in this video with my no limited weapon team. Okay, all right, so before we get into my team build, let's go ahead and check out the Highwind. Here are the stats, here are the abilities. All right, and looking at Yuffie's role stream, she's missing 3 nodes. Those will be the 3 attack tuning nodes. For Red 13, he is missing 1 healing noble node. And then Jill is 100% finished. Alright, so let's start off by going into Red 13, our healer here. We have him in his base costume for magic defense, crit potency. In the main hand, we are running Pilot's Collar. This will be a AoE heal along with our magic defense up, mid, maximum, high for all allies, and provide the R abilities of boost, heal, buff, debuff, extension. Next up, we are running Junk Collar. This is Red 13's magic attack down to high tier and provides him with the R ability of physical defense, fire resist. The ultimate weapon we're using is the ultimate leather collar, which is an AoE heal and it gives regen. Also provides Red with the R abilities of heal and physical defense. Looking at the sub equips, we have him running the Foam Sword for magic defense all allies, the Luminary Sword for heal, buff, debuff, extension, and the Gargantuan Monolith for HP magic defense. Alright, for our materia, very important here. Because of the Chaos Mist giving poison to the team, you will need an Asuna poison to remove said poison. This one in particular is a magic defense stat stick and physical defense stat stick. And here is a Excentrial Ruin Reblow that is a heal stat stick and magic attack stat stick. Alright, Red 13 will be running his Sled Fang Limit Break. Looking at his R abilities, they are boost HP level 3, physical defense level 5, magic defense level 4, heal level 9, and buff debuff extension level 7. Looking at his stats, they are HP 15.8k, physical attack is 3.9k, magic attack is 4.1k, physical defense is 228, magic defense is 294, heal is 4.7k. Alright, now let's hop over to our tank slash support. We have Angel. He is in his base costume, giving us physical defense and crit potency. In the main hand, we are running Stalwart Integrity. This will raise our physical defense up to high tier, along with our physical attack up to high tier as well, providing our abilities of boost HP, buff debuff extension. Next up, we have the Great Sword Angel, which is a AoE physical defense down to high tier, and also will give Angel a Veil. Also will provide the R abilities of physical attack, physical ability potency. We are running Angel's Ultimate Type 90 Longsword Ultimate Weapon, which does give us physical magical defense up mid-tier maximum high. Also provides Angel with the R abilities, physical defense and magic defense. For his sub-equips, I have him running the Trumpet Shell for magic defense all allies, and the Shark Slayer for boost HP, buff debuff extension. And for his materia, in the third materia slot, we just have a X Sigil Rune right here that is a physical defense HP stat stick. And of course, because he is our supporter, he is running Ifrit and Bahamut for Crimson Flare to raise fire damage up in the team. Alright, looking at his R abilities, they come out to be boost HP level 8, physical attack level 3, physical defense level 3, magic defense level 3, physical ability potency level 4, and buff debuff extension level 6. Looking at his stats, they come out to be HP 24.9k, physical attack is 4.3k, physical defense is 222, magic defense is 268. Alright, now let's hop over to our DPS here. We have Yuffie in her Fire Arcanum outfit for Sun's Favor and Flame Blade Arcanum. In the main hand, we're of course running her fire DPS weapon, the Strike Moogle Float, which gives us the R ability of physical attack, fire potency, and also to note that this weapon does also increase her fire damage up low to maximum high. So it is probably the better weapon between Cloud Sky Splitter and Vincent's Holiday Garm. But if you're able to bring someone on team like Matt or Lucia who can raise fire damage up, that would help you out as well. Okay, I just decided to go with Yuffie here because she is able to self-buff herself while still attacking. Okay, alright, next up in the secondary slot, I am running Boomerang. This is literally here for our abilities because we cannot do the fire resist down because we will not have the fire weakness applied to this enemy. But it does give her the R ability of physical attack, fire potency. We are running the ultimate 4-point shuriken, which will increase her physical attack and magic attack up to high one time, and provides her the R ability of physical ability potency and magic defense. Looking at her sub equips, we have her with the flare for boost HP, physical ability potency, the marine shooter for physical ability potency, fire potency, and the twinkling star for HP, physical ability potency. For the three materia, they're all X Sigil Fireable Blows that are fire potency based. So we'll take a quick look at those three. Alright, and we have her running Ifrit for Hellfire, since she is our fire DPS. Alright, now looking at her R abilities, they are boost HP level 6, physical attack level 7, magic defense level 3, fire potency level 8, ability potency level 3, and physical ability potency level 7. Her stats come out to be HP 22.9k, pack attack 8.5k, physical defense is 172, and magic defense is 214. And there you have it. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and get the clear against the 4th class, basement level 3, the Blighted Spirit. Alright. So, since we don't have the fire weakness, we're going to just do our normal damage in here. So, we're going to start off with Yuffie getting her fire damage up and just doing DPS. Going to get our physical attack and physical defense up with Angeal. Red 13 is going to lower the magic attack on the Blighted Spirit and get our magic defense up. Alright, and from there we're just going to DPS the boss until it's time for us to switch to defense mode. Got our physical defense down with Angeal there. Okay. Alright, switching to defense. Tank is Rate of Calamity, which Angeal survived with the veil staying intact. Nice. Alright. Boy, Yuffie hitting for almost 300k, and that is like a dot on there. So now the Blighted Spirit is putting up a veil and is going to start a charge move here very shortly. Alright, so there's that curse chant, fourth gauge. Do not panic. Even if you don't break that fourth gauge, it is fine. Hammer of Torment is not that bad as long as you do have your physical defense up. Okay? So, but you do definitely want to chip away at the veil as fast as you possibly can, so that way you don't have to keep dealing with the veil, because it will stay up as long as you don't do anything to it. Alright, so watch right here. The Hammer of Torment is coming down, and you know, we survived it. Like, no one really went under maybe half, maybe a little under half. Alright, so from here we're just going to be continuing to work on knocking down that veil. I could use a summon here to try to knock down the veil a little bit more, but I'd rather it be here to work on that HP bar that isn't going to be going anywhere anytime soon. Alright, so we're all healed up. It's really just wash, rinse, and repeat here until we break this veil. And as you can see, the physical defense is finally falling off. So now we have to keep attacking without the physical defense down on it. Alright, one more hit from Yuffie should break that veil. And then, but we're going to prep. Oh, there's Miasma release. So it's getting ready to do Chaos Mist. Alright. We do have our physical defense up. We do have fire damage up. Chaos Mist is there. This is what gives us that poison, so that's why I switched over to red, so we can go ahead and heal Yuffie and red from poison, because Angeal's veil protected him from the poison. Alright, from here just want to make sure we get our physical attack back up before we do the summons. Alright, we got Red Calamity coming down. Alright, getting ready to get our physical attack up. Alright, with Yuffie, we're activating the overspeed, and we're going into the summons. Oh, that summon, that 1 million damage looked like it did almost nothing to their health bar. Wow. Okay, well, we're gonna keep going here. Ray of Calamity is coming, so we just need to make sure we have our magic defense up. We want to make sure that the Blighted Spirit is magic attack downed. Alright, and switch to defense to tank. Alright. Coming out of that, we're going to get healed up. And here's the sigil for 25x sigil, so it shouldn't be too big of a problem because everyone here has a X sigil break on them. As you can see, I did pop my overspeed here to help with reducing the ATB used for the sigil breaking. Alright, one more hit and we will be in the interrupt phase. There we go. And we're just gonna do some more DPS in here. Alright, and there's a Dispel AoE. So that's gonna remove all of our buffs that we had on us. So we're gonna have to start back reapplying our buffs real quick. Getting our magic defense up, getting our physical attack up, getting that fire damage back up. Okay. Getting that physical defense back up. Alright. And like I said, this is a pretty chill fight. It's just going to be long without that fire weakness that Zac can bring. Or even, should I say, stronger fire DPS. Because, you know, without having that extra magic physical attack, all weapons to boost the stats up, you know, thinking of things like, even with Yuffie, thinking about having Conformer and her Bahamut Cutter would be a lot better of a build here if I was using limited weapons. But Zac just destroys this stage. Alright, getting back into it, there's another Chaos Mist coming. Alright. I don't have my physical attack up, but it's okay. We're going to just go ahead and we want to chip away as much damage as we possibly can. So we can start rebuilding that Hellfire right back up. Alright. We do have our magic defense up, so we will take a little bit less damage, but now we need to go over the red and get that Asuna going so the poison doesn't do a lot of damage to Yuffie or red. Alright. Got it about just under half, and there's Ray of Calamity again. As you can see, it is a wash, rinse, and repeat battle. So it's taking a long time because apparently this boss has a crap ton of health. Alright, and that Enfeeble, I gotta go ahead and get that magic defense up so that Enfeeble isn't affecting us as badly here. Alright. Here's the Ray of Calamity again. Okay. And we got another sigil phase. So just like the last time, we're going to activate our overspeeds and break all 25 X sigils. Alright, the sigils are broken. We're going to keep pushing damage now. Alright, there goes the Dispel. So we got to get our buffs back up on us again. Got our physical attack up, and we got some fire damage up. Alright, got that physical defense down on the Blighted Spirit. It's slow and steady is winning the race here. It's a lot of chip damage, but we slowly chipping away at victory here. Alright, so we got our Ifrit back up. We want to make sure all our buffs are up. And there's a Miasma release for Chaos Mist. Alright, so we got to get ready to heal poison again. And Eternal Scourge. That's what I was waiting to see. So when he does Eternal Scourge, he will give for some reason he gives himself a physical and magic attack boost, but he gives himself a very well needed physical magical defense down as well. So before this veil goes up, we're gonna go ahead and hit him with everything we got to get a lot of good damage in here. Almost have taken out the Blighted Spirit here. Remember that veil is getting ready to come up. Alright, it's up, but look at how much damage Yuffie is doing to the veil now. With the overspeed active, of course, but still. She's knocking a nice little chunk of that veil off. And here comes Hammer of Torment again. Hopefully, as you can see, he has a double buff for his physical attack up, but he does also have a debuff for physical attack down. So that will hopefully help nullify some of the damage from Hammer of Torment. We still won't be breaking that veil before Hammer of Torment goes off, but the veil was a lot easier to break this time. Alright, so we're gonna tank the Hammer of Torment now. Okay, and it was not that bad at all. Alright. And the veil is broken. Alright, and we went straight into a sigil phase. How nice. Alright. Now we gotta break the sigils again. Ooh, this is just a long fight without the fire weakness. Alright, there we go. Look like a few more hits from you. So I'm gonna just go ahead and activate her overspeed to give her that boost and damage real quick. Looks like maybe one more hit. And boom, yeah. Alright, and there you have it. That is how we take down the Battle Tower Singularity, the Vortex Tower, the 4th Clash, Brutal Basement level 3 against the Blighted Spirit. And woo, that was a pretty long battle. Let's see here. Oh wow, 9 minutes and 2 seconds. Good God. Now, I do really kind of wonder what this would be like with that fire weakness. Let me know down in the comment section if you would be interested in seeing a B3 clear with me using the exact team that I showed in earlier on in the build portion of this video. But other than that, you just want to make sure you bring your strongest fire DPS, your physical magical defense up, your physical attack up, and of course, make sure to bring that Asuna poison to make sure you're able to remove the poison from the Chaos Mist. And with that, you should be able to achieve victory. Alright, so with that being said, I hope you found this video enjoyable or informative. If you did, remember to leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel for more Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis content, click the notification bell so you can be notified when I post that content, and with that, I'll see you in the next one. Later.